Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here today. I'm, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And for your viewing and, educational purposes, we will be presenting this week's episode of Baghead Financial. So, what's going on this week? Obviously, if you live under a rock, you probably heard that the Elon Twitter deal has kind of fell through. I do believe Elon actually backed out of the deal.
For now.
Now, obviously, if you don't know how business or anything works, he's probably just going to use the whole bot thing to more or less negotiate a better price.
We'll see.
We will see. But, at the same point in time, there is definitely a possibility that, he's just I don't want to deal with this.
I think Twitter is extremely overvalued. And I think that's why he wants to pull out. I think there's far less people that are actively using Twitter and seeing what's on Twitter than as previously thought.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't know an exact number of what they claim their users are, but I would have to kind of assume that it's... I mean, they say that 5% of the, Twitter, accounts are bots.
Right.
I would venture to say that number is probably more like 20.
I see. I think they might be right about the percentage of bots, but I think bots are far more active than the actual users.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't even...
Because there's people saying that if you go to a different social media site and you start posting stuff, you get far more interaction than you would if you post something on Twitter, and that's maybe you get the same amount of interaction, but there's far less people on these smaller platforms, like the Truth Socials and the what's the Rumble. What's the other one that we post?
Gabber was a Gabber? No,
I don't know.
It began with a G,
right? But there's far less people that are signed up to use these. I don't know.
Getter?
I don't know what that is. But there's far less people signed up to use these platforms, but you get just as much or more interaction on these sites.
Right, because there aren't, in particular, as many bots on these sites because they're not as popular.
Well, the thing with also the thing on Twitter is that you have what Justin Bieber is the most followed person, one of the most followed people on Twitter. Yet he hasn't posted in 2 years. So there's people that are on Twitter that just don't use it. And why? Because Twitter is cancer.
There you go. You heard it here first. Twitter is cancer. Do you have a disease for Facebook?
That is death incarnate.
That's not really a disease, but either way, I'll take it. Moving on from there. Obviously, next week, I believe the CPI data will come out for the month of June. So, once again, expect to be lied to.
What do you want me to say?
Inflation sucks. It's going to be bad. Even though, I mean, we did, see a little relief this week at the gas pumps.
Right. We also learned that the administration is. See, I think. Here's the thing. I think that once the news came out that the administration was going to release barrels of oil through the reserves, I think that loosened the fuel prices a little bit. But I think once the news finally hits mainstream, that not only were these barrels of oil coming from our reserves going to us, but also being transported to other countries, including Europe and Asia, I think that the gas prices are going to start going right back up, because that does not. You have to have. People have to believe that the oil prices are going down. But once people learn that the oil is not going just to us, it's going all over, I think that is going to make things worse.
Well, also on top of that, actually, do you know what the price of a barrel of oil is?
I do not.
It is right around $100 as of this recording.
Right. Well, it has to be refined.
$100 a barrel is, and if we are releasing, as you say, from our strategic reserves right now and selling it to other countries, because I have to assume we're not giving it away.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
But, like I said, assumption.
Right.
Wouldn't it have been smarter to do it, like 3 weeks ago when, the price of a barrel of oil was like $140?
I don't think the administration knows what they're doing. I don't think they understand basic economics, and I think that's why we're in this issue as we are right now.
Oh, so are you saying that that could potentially be a reason why they, printed $6 trillion over the past 2 years?
It's like we got a monkey running the country where people need money. Oh, let's just make some more money.
There you go. You heard her first. Curious George is in charge of the fucking country.
Right.
So, other than that, in the financial, sector and everything, not really a whole lot else going on. Obviously, the Elon Twitter stuff was interesting, we'll say. While that played out, the oil, gas, all that debacle, CPI data. I'm just realistically waiting for the GDP numbers to come out, which you probably won't see until like right around beginning of August, maybe first week of August.
Right.
That will, I don't know. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We'll see what happens there. I did hear something about. Oh man, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I obviously don't have it written down in front of me, but one of the major DeFi lenders in the crypto space has, filed for bankruptcy. Obviously, with tough times, investment avenues and everything, stuff is way down, we'll say. So I want to say it's Voyager. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know if 100% is because of inflation. Some people just don't know how to run a business correctly, and they take themselves
I would say because I mean,
it happens more often
with
during
DeFi lenders and everything. They lend out money, when people are trying to invest. Right now, people are not trying to invest.
Right. Well, you have to scale your company to be able to withstand situations.
Yes.
And if you don't do that correctly, then you put yourself
if you're running full steam, I totally understand. Yeah, you're gonna hit a wall when the economic situation, we will say, kind of throws a wrench at you. Right. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And
sometimes timing is everything as well. If you're trying to start a business and the country starts, or even the section that you're trying to fill isn't running to 100% full, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fair. The only other thing that I can think of is that Meta, the whatever company formerly known as Facebook,
right,
has decided to partner with Polygon, the Matic token, in order to support their NFT, profile picture thing, deal, whatever it is.
Right.
I mean, it could be a good thing for Polygon, Matic. We'll have to, obviously wait and see. I honestly still can't believe Facebook is a company, or Meta.
I mean, I don't even think about it. It doesn't even concern me whatsoever. I'm off Facebook, and I don't plan on ever using the metaverse. So
There you go. You heard her first. Casey hates technology.
I don't hate technology. I just have no faith in the company or their business model.
Fair enough. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just go ahead and edit there. That has been this week's episode of Bang Head Financial. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm, of course, Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And hopefully you found something in there of value.